Good morning. This is January 22nd, and this is my Gumbo Life. It's been a while since I did a video, but even though I haven't did a video, it wasn't because I wasn't making gumbo, adding seasoning to my Gumbo Life. I'm gonna tell you about all that seasonings and all the things I did while I wasn't making video that will hopefully encourage you to season your gumbo life. On my gumbo life, I talk mostly to women over 50. I have a conversation with you over 50 about how you can build your gumbo life because we all have a pot of gumbo. Our life is a pot of gumbo, and it's the seasonings that we put in it that will determine the taste that our life have. This morning, what I want to talk to you about, what extra do you have in life? What is that extra thing that God has given you to share with the world, or maybe just to share with your family? But each one of us have something extra. And that's my challenge to you today. My challenge is to look at your life and find that extra that you have. We all have it. Some of us call it just something I do. It's not, it might be just something you do, but it's your extra gift. Maybe it's the way you make a cake. Maybe it's the way you sew. Maybe it's the way you speak. Lots of time we think our extra is our, maybe our curse, our fear. It's our fear. My extra for a long time was my fear. I I labeled it as my fear. And for many years, it kept me from sharing my extra with the world. What is my extra, you might ask? My extra is the ability to encourage others to find their extra. And when I was 6 years old, because I had this speech impediment, and it was so bad that if you didn't know me, you would not understand what I was saying. And at 6 years old, I remember being in first grade, and we had a school program. And on that school program, everybody from first grade through 12th grade, everyone would have a part to say. So since I was in first grade, and my name started with A, Alice, I was the first one to speak. And the teachers had encouraged me to speak because they wanted to help me with my speech impediment to build confidence. And I had confidence that night. I remember walking to the front of the stage. I remember as the curtains opened up, I remember them opening up. And I remember standing there in my little 6 year old confident world. And I was thinking, this is my time. I had studied my part. I knew my part. I was going to shine. I said my part, and for a second, it was completely quiet. And then the whole auditorium burst into laughter. I stood there. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I had said my part, I had said it perfectly, yet they were laughing at me. So what did I do? I did one thing consciously. I did one thing self-consciously. Consciously, I decided I will not cry and I will not allow the world to do this to me again. Self-consciously, I shrink into myself as I walk back to my place. And I made the decision that no matter how well I learned my part, the world would not accept it. I would never be good enough. So for years, over 40 years, I struggled with doing what I'm doing now, with just speaking. I did what I needed to do for work. I did what I needed to do for just for everyday conversation. But I did not do what I knew God had put in me. I did not do it. I started writing. So I wrote and I wrote until one day the voice within me, that gut, your gut, G-U-T, God's unique gift, God's unique talent, that gut said, no, I will not be silenced anymore. So I had to start speaking. And I took the steps to manifest to the point that I am now. And that's what I want to ask you. What is your unique gift? Find your unique gift. Maybe you have been shamed into not using it. Maybe you just haven't become aware of it. Or maybe someone has told you, you can't do that. Find your unique gift and take the steps to manifest it into the life God created you to. And that's what I want to leave you with today, with that challenge. This is Alice Walker Beecham saying, have a great day on this January 22nd, 2024, as we go into this year manifesting all our extras and all our talents. Have a great day, be blessed, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.